Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And on the hill, Ryan Nelson. What do you got on him, Chris?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence, and if he is, he should be just fine.
Coming up on the first pitch, Michael Busch digs in now. And we're underway here in the home opener. On the ground. Tosses to first. One out in the top of the first. Now it's Alex Bregman. Curve in the dirt. Here in Phoenix, and just getting settled into this one. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Ball.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Ian Happ in the box with one away as he takes ball one. He was late there, strike one.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
My time.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Bregman leads off first with two down to the inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Jameson Taillon. What should we keep an eye on here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Grounds one to short. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Ketel Marte.
That's a ball.
A guy that really fills up the strike zone rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
Suzuki takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. Now here is Nick Kurtz. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
Late with the swing there. Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes to messing with you.
Wow. And 1-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. Saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Win. To first, and that will end the inning. Back here in the desert, now the Cubs catcher, Kyle Teel. Teel bats left, throws right, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And his on-base percentage this season is right around .360. High fly ball down the left field line. And it's off the wall, but foul.
Ball.
Stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Nico Horner. Base hit, and that's a 1-out single.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros. And a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Man at first, 1 away.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Mason Wynn, the next Cub to hit. Now a quick throw to first. Horner gets back easily. Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. He's safe. The Cubs with a chance to score first here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Pitcher's doing a great job of keeping this lineup off balance early in the game. If he can keep that up, he's going to have a good outing out there.
Inside.
That misses. Going to count 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the second. Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball 1. Ball 2.
That one way inside. There's a strike. Popped up left side. Wynn gets under it. And there's one away. Next to hit, Geraldo Perdomo. And that's fouled off. No score here in the second. Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third. No swing. Inside. And a count 2-1. Tap dances out of the way of that one. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Stepping in, Nathan Lucas.
Ball.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Man at second. Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. High fly ball right field. Suzuki in position. And that's the third out. New inning getting started. Leading off, Jung-Hoo Lee. And there's a foul ball. 0-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Bush, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Late with the swing there. Top of the third, no score. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Now fly ball to right center. Carter on the move to the alley. Makes the catch. Chance to double the runner off first.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Bregman at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Out of second. Swing and a ground ball. throws to first in time. That's the third out. Bottom of the inning, digging in, Evan Carter. Line to left, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Yeehaw!
The Diamondbacks looking to strike first here in the last half of the third. Comes up empty.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second, Ketel Marte up to the plate. Now a pop-up on the infield. 2 down. So up next, Nick Kurtz doubled his first time up. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. On to the fourth, Ian Happ up to hit. Happ, a first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati in 2015.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
No, that's a ball.
That hit him.
That hit him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. And that is out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe.
Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Got him swinging. Got him. So digging in, Kyle Teal. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Ball. Ball 2.
Up the middle, Perdomo. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Bottom of the fourth, here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Manny Machado.
You know, these D-backs, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
2-0. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Flied out his first time.
Ball.
What a stop. Over to first, and they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Perdomo in the box now, takes strike one. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Oh, 0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Man at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Here comes Machado around third. He scores and they have the lead.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting him that at bat. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Lucas in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. In the dirt, blocked. This one in the air, center field. Lee moving under this one. That's out number 2. Now up next for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno.
High.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball.
So now 1-2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Struck him out swinging. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back here in the desert, we go to the top of the 5th. Nico Horner now at the plate. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Now here is Moises Ballesteros. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball 1.
The Cubbies down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a ball.
Strike two.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
The other way, fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Win in the box now. Take strike one. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Lee swings through it for strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Back here at Chase Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Evan Carter stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Hey, high.
Check swing, he held up, and a count 2-1. Center field. Lee settles under it. And there's one down. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. O'Neal Cruz, the next to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And he grounds one to the right side. Bush takes it to the bag. Home after the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Foul ball. Marte in his 10th season, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Look out.
Dead ball. Take
that
first.
fastball drilled him.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
So 2 down. Nick Kurtz digs in now. 1 for 2. In the air, left field. Hat under it. And that is that. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Bush. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Sean Newcomb.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
First pitch swinging. Strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Balls.
Got him swinging. Here's Alex Bregman. Swing and a miss. The D-backs leading by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. And Ian swings through it.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And look out.
That hit him.
That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. So man aboard. And next is the designated hitter, Adrian Del Castillo.
Yep. Ball.
On a line. And there's one down. One out man at first. And now here is Geraldo Perdomo. That is upstairs for ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. The 2-1. Now one missed.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Foul ball there. Machado leads off first with 1 away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Bush flips it. It's there, and that's a great play. So up next, Nathan Lucas.
Left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
This one in the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. We go to the top of the seventh. Now the Cubs four-hole hitter, S2G2. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Good job to fight that one off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses, struck him out. So digging in, Kyle Teal.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Hee-haw!
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen, throwing beatings. So here's Horner now. Reaching down, makes the catch. Back here in the desert, bottom of the seventh, Gabriel Moreno stands in now. Diamondbacks. Brian King takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one in the dirt, and that's ball one. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
D-backs making a move for a pinch hitter, Blaze Alexander. A runner at first for him, nobody out.
Well, these Diamondbacks digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
In the dirt. One and two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And one gone. So back to the top of the order. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
Did he swing?
On a 1-0, appeal to third. Didn't go.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Outside low. They're down 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Run around the move. Got him swinging.
Throw
there. Safe. Now the number 2 hitter, Ketel Marte. Got to be. Careful with a slugger like this. Kyle Finnegan gets the ball now.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can. Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that ends the inning. Back here at Chase Field, we're at the top of the 8th. Moises Ballesteros getting ready to hit. So they turn things over to the righty, Emilio Pagan.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. So up next, Mason Wynn. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. The Diamondbacks trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee now. He was asked to rank his all-time favorite players last year.
Oh, yeah? Who made the list?
Well, his dad, of course.
That makes sense.
He also said Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Ha-Sung Kim, and himself.
I'd say that's a pretty good list.
2 down, nobody on.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Ball
Got
one.
close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side. Back here in the desert, out of the bottom of the 8th, Nick Kurtz stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Off
Ball.
the mark there. Ball 1. That one almost got him.
Ball.
down. That one
Ball
misses.
4.
So a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Here's Machado.
Manny Machado.
And that one fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Finnegan in his 7th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2013. Just missed. On the ground to the left. To Horner at second for one. A sensational double play. Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Swings through that. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball two. Comes up empty. That's strike two. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's downstairs. And that's ball three. Breaks his bat, pops it up. And that is that. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And now it's Alex Bregman, 1 for 3. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. And he swings through that one. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Cubbies with only 1 out left. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. One strike away. Half plays off.
That's the ball.
Got him. And that wraps it up for this afternoon. Nelson with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real, real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. As I sit. side.